What's going on Facebook? It's Dennis. July 19th, 2018, 9:28 Eastern Time, 8:28 Central Time, 6:28 Pacific Time for everybody watching on Facebook Live. Two topics I want to talk about, but especially the first topic I want to talk about is the national anthem issue in the NFL. That's a topic that's going to get a little controversial. I'm gonna say how I feel about it and everything, and anyone is welcome to join me. It's gonna be some controversy when I talk about that topic. I'm gonna start off with that, and I'm gonna talk about Carmelo getting traded to the Hawks. He'll eventually get bought out by the team, get waived, and signed with a contender. He got traded for Dennis Schroeder, who's a decent point guard. He got traded today, but Melo's not gonna play on the Hawks. He's going to get bought out. He's not going to play 1 second for the franchise. He's going to get bought out and go to a team, to a contender. Probably going to get signed by the Rockets. That's the front runner. But I'm going to save that for later. I'm going to start off with this NFL anthem rule, anthem issue, whatever you want to call it, controversy, protest, whatever. All right, the Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, they were the first team to send out discipline under this new policy that all the players are required to, that come out, have to stand for the national anthem when it's played and not allowed to protest. People are still having a problem with this. I don't know, it's been 2 years since this was going on, this issue, and no other sport, this league has had this problem. I just don't understand what's the problem. I just don't get it. I really don't. No other sport has this issue. They already made a rule. They said that if you don't want to stand for the national anthem, you can stay in the locker room. So they made that rule, and people are still complaining. I don't understand it. People are still complaining. So they said the players can stay in the locker room if they choose while the anthem is playing. Why are people so mad? So the part I don't understand is people are saying that, even the players saying that they're gonna go out and still protest. So you just want to add more fuel to the fire. They already give you the opportunity to stay in the locker room if you don't want to go and stand for the national anthem. If I'm the player, I'm just going to stay in the locker room. Why am I going to go out there and still protest? That means you just want to start controversy. You're going out there, you just want to start controversy and just add more fuel to the fire. I just don't understand it. This turned into just chaos. Now, 2 years has been going on. Ever since Kaepernick took a knee, this has just been extending. Now, 2018 is still going on, this issue. And the NFL is the only league that has this problem. Major League Baseball doesn't have this problem. The NBA made it a rule that everybody that's employed in the NBA, coaches, players, the training staff, everybody has to stand. No one has a problem with that. So why everyone has a problem with this NFL issue? I really don't understand it. Like, the season is about to start and then this controversy again. Right when it's about to start. They don't do this in other sports. They don't. They don't do this in the NBA. They don't do this in Major League Baseball. It's only with the NFL. I just don't know why. If somebody could come up with a great explanation for me and tell me why. What's the issue? It's not like the NFL did anything personally. What this looks like to me, in my opinion, is like people are upset what's going on in the country, and then they're going to take it out on the NFL. I don't know how that goes together. I don't know what the NFL did to make everybody so angry. People keep forgetting it's a private business. It's a private company. It's a private business. That's what the NFL is. It's a private business. It's not owned by the government. It's not. It's not owned by the government at all. It's a private company. Like, the constitutional rights only protect you from the government. People saying it's a constitutional right. It's not a constitutional right. They're employees in a private company. So if everybody is upset, we should all take a knee at our jobs. If we want to really make a change, let's all kneel at our jobs. No one's willing to do that. People always want other people to do stuff for them, but don't want to do it. So all of us should go to our jobs tomorrow and just kneel. All of us. And our employer is going to tell us to get out. Just like the NFL is doing. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, if they said that you can't, if you're doing this stuff on your own time, they said we don't allow that. We don't allow people to believe in what they believe in. You can't do that off the field. That's illegal. Because the owners are not on the players' time at this. The players not on the owner's time at that time. They're away from the workplace. When you're in uniform and you're working, they're clocked in for work. That's their 9 to 5. They're clocked in for work. It's like it's their employees. I don't understand it. And the people that are upset, some of them aren't even football fans. That's what really loses me. They're NFL fans and they're upset. That's the part I don't understand. So I have a few issues with this. If an NBA player was to do this, if it was one NBA player to take a knee and just do this and start this whole thing in the NBA, will the reaction be the same way? Will the reaction be the same way as it is in the NFL? But the players in the NBA, they already know that you can't take a knee because the NBA is also a private business and they require everybody to stand. Not just the players, everybody that's employed by the NBA have to stand. But no one has a problem with that. I just want to know if the reaction is going to be the same way if this happened in the NBA. I don't think so. I think people still going to watch basketball. That's what I'm saying. People pick and choose what to be upset about. If Kaepernick was a Major League Baseball player for the San Diego Padres, and he took a knee at the beginning of the season, which is around April, and that's NBA playoff time, April, I guarantee no one's going to care about what he's doing at the beginning of the MLB season. Everybody's going to be watching basketball. No one's going to be caring about what he's fighting for. Everybody's going to ignore him. No one's going to pay attention to him. Nobody's watching a San Diego Padres game. They're going to go watch the NBA playoffs and ignore what he's doing. They're going to ignore it. That's the problem I have. Like, if you're going to be upset about something, you got to be upset about everything related to this issue. You can't pick and choose what to be mad about. You can't. And, like, some people started boycotting Netflix because Monique told them to do it. That's a stupid reason. It's a dumb reason to boycott Netflix when Monique is upset while she ain't getting no shine like she used to. She's getting old. She's not funny anymore. So I don't get it. Like, I understand what's going on in America. And I understand with police brutality. I understand. It's true. It's not. You can't deny it. It happens every day. But I may be a little biased, but I love sports. And I don't mind dealing with these issues and working things out. But they actually do have programs in the community that you could talk with the police and stuff like that. And they have meetings. And any issue that you have, you can speak up. The problem with that is nobody attends it. No one wants to do it. Nobody wants to attend those meetings. Nobody wants to go. They're like, nah, I don't mess with the police. No one attends those meetings. That's the problem. They don't attend it at all. And they have the opportunity. Nah, I have something to do. Nah, I don't want to do this. Nah, I don't like the police. This, that. They have opportunities like that, and nobody shows up. But I don't understand how how is taking the knee going to actually stop a racist cop from killing an unarmed black man or woman. I don't understand how's that going to stop that from happening. If the cop was racist from the beginning, or if it's a shift, he's going to be racist when he go home. It's just the way it is. My brother told me that slavery must have probably ended. It ended, but racism will never end. And it's true. I can't save the world. We could probably make it better, but I can't save the world. If the cop is racist, he's racist. That's why I always tell people, when you get pulled over by the police, just act nice. You don't have to even be their friend. You don't have to be their friend or anything. Just act calm. Act like everything is good. And if you feel like you've been violated, by the police, don't even tell them that you're going to complain. All right, they go home, they do, I say whatever, they say goodnight, whatever, you leave, you drive off, and then boom, you complain. Don't do it and say, oh, I'm going to do this, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't tell them that you're going to go complain on them. Just act like everything is cool, and you just complain on them the next day without telling them. Don't tell them nothing. It's ways we can make things better. But people just want to just get mad. Like, I try to be as fair as possible and be as fair as I can be. When a police officer pulls you over and he asks you for your license or whatever, your registration, and then you kind of get like an attitude. First of all, the police officer, he doesn't know you. He or she doesn't know you. He doesn't know you. He don't know. You raise your voice, he don't know if you're going to pull out a gun. He don't know you. And you don't know him. So when you yell, you raising their blood pressure. That's why I say just act calm and act nice. That's what anytime I get in a situation with police, I always do that and it always works. If I feel like I've been violated, I complain. without telling them I'm going to complain on them. I never tell them. Don't tell them. That's how you can avoid those situations, because you're trying to make it home alive, and that cop is trying to make it home alive. So that's another way you can avoid situations like that. And if you feel like you've been violated, you complain, but don't tell them. So that's how far this has gone. Like, I love sports, and I watch sports to get away from the real world. I deal with this every single day, and I'm tired of it. I like sports because it's a distraction, it's entertainment, and it's for everybody. Everybody to talk, yell, scream, because at the end of the day, sports doesn't mean anything. You can say whatever you want, no one can get offended. I can say whatever I want. I can say this team sucks. No one can cry and get mad because it's just sports. It doesn't mean nothing at the end of the day. And that's how I look at it. Football is my favorite sport. It's entertaining, and it's just sports. I get away from this stuff for a couple of hours because I deal with this every single day. Every day. And in my opinion, I believe that some of the people that are mad about this protest thing in the NFL, whatever, they're not football fans. They're not. They're just outsiders. They're not football fans. I used to watch. I'm not watching. That's baloney. They're not watching nothing. Because this was the NBA. No one's giving it up. Nobody. The NBA made a rule that everybody stand for national anthem. I don't see nobody crying about that. No one's getting upset about the NBA making players stand. I don't see not one person mad. None. And it was also, I think the player was called Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson, he was in a similar situation as Kaepernick, and he protested. I forgot his Muslim name. And it was similar like this in the NBA. No one's upset. No one says anything about it. I don't see nobody upset. So that's what I'm saying. We pick and choose what to be mad about. We can't do that. That's why no one takes us seriously. If you want to be mad about everything. Don't be mad about certain things. So, with this whole anthem thing, I look at it like, me, I don't care about the flag. It's not about the anthem thing with me. I don't care. Respect the flag, because you could burn the American flag in this country. You can't. No one can do nothing to you. I look at it as an employee to employer relationship. If I'm running a business and I have rules, and you want to work for me, and I hire you, and I tell you the rules, and you go over everything, you read it, whatever, and I explain to you, and you break one of my rules, I can legally fire you. That's just how it goes in any company. So I don't think there's no constitutional rights, because it's not owned by the government. It's a private company. It's private. Just like private schools have different rules from public schools. In public schools, I don't think you can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. You don't have to. In private schools, if they have that as a rule, you have to do, because it's nothing to do with the government. The NFL is a private business. The only thing that they probably could have done was talk with the Players Association about this new rule. That's the only thing. But other than that, they can make whatever rule they want, because it's a private company. You gotta remember that it's a business. It's a business they're running. They're businessmen at the end of the day. They're there to make dough, make money, run the business. That's what they're there to do. They're not there to save your family, take care of your family. They don't care about that. That's not their problem. It is money. That's what it's about, money. They're businessmen. And the players are, at the end of the day, they're still employees, because they get paid when they're on that field. It's not a spring tournament at the park. They're not playing for free. They're getting paid. Those same owners that people are mad about, they're paying those players that you come to watch. They're paid. They're employees. They're protesting in a jersey that's not theirs. So it's a business. That's the thing. People forget. It's a business at the end of the day. People keep forgetting that. And it's going to be this controversy again, but I'm not going to care, because I'm going to still watch football because I love it. I'm going to watch it. Everything. There can be so much controversy, I could care less. I'm going to still watch it. If this happened in the NBA, I'm going to watch that too. Because I don't pick and choose. Same thing with Major League Baseball. Same thing. If this happened in baseball, which I doubt, I'll watch it too. It's just that I don't understand it. If you're a player and you don't want to stand for the national anthem, you have the right to stay in the locker room. To me, when you go out on the field and say you're going to still protest, you just want to add more controversy to everything. When you're a player and you want to go on that field and you say you're going to protest, you're just adding controversy. Because they gave you the option to go stay in the locker room and you don't want to do it. So they have the right to fine you. The Constitution doesn't say nothing about protecting protecting employees from private companies. It doesn't say that in the Constitution. It doesn't. There's nowhere in the Constitution that says it protects employees that work in private companies. It doesn't say that. NFL is a private company. Some people don't know that because they don't watch football like that. They're just being down for the cause. There's a lot of people like that being down for the cause and playing to the crowd. Cause like you watch these sports shows like Undisputed, like Skip and Shannon, they know who their audience is. They know who watches their show, so they're gonna cater to their audience. They're gonna be pro this, be pro that, and deep down inside they know what it is because they work. They work at a company and they know the rules. Imagine if Skip was to say, "Oh, the players are employees," and stuff like that. People will look at him and like, "Oh, he looks racist." He has to be like that. He has to play to the crowd. He has no choice. He's an old white guy. He has no choice. And Shannon is the guy on the show. He's supposed to be the voice of the people, quote unquote. So that's what his job is there to do. So anything about something like this, an issue like this, he has to be the voice of the people, or they're gonna turn on him. So they're in a lose-lose situation. They can't keep it real. They just have to be politically correct. That's what the show is. The MLB All-Star Game was the other day. They don't talk about baseball Undisputed. They ignored the All-Star Game, but talked about a play on the Brewers, a racist tweet he put up when he was like 17. You know why they did that for? They know who's watching their show. They're not stupid. They know their audience. So they have to act like that. But the truth is that it's a private company. It's a private business at the end of the day. Like I said, if this happened in the NBA, how much people are really going to say I'm not watching the NBA no more? If you do that, kudos to you. I'll give you major props. But no one's doing that. If LeBron's in the NBA Finals and he's playing Kyrie in the Celtics, no one's protesting boycotting the NBA. No one's doing that. No one has the guts to do that. Nobody's doing that. Nobody. They could care less. People pick and choose what to be upset about. They really do. Why are nobody mad about the NBA making the players stand and the coaches stand? They're violating, quote unquote, their constitutional rights. No, the NBA is a private business. But no one's upset about that, though. Where's the outcry? Where's the outrage? None. That's the problem that I have. People pick and choose what to be mad about. It's a private business. You can stay in the locker room all you want. You can sleep in the locker room if you want. And when the national anthem is over, you come on the field and play and win. Because that's why I came to watch you there for. I came to watch you win and cheer my team. I didn't come to watch anything else. Like I said, you go to a concert, you go to a J. Cole concert, and you're so excited, you spend money, and you can't wait to go to this concert, and you've been dying to go, you can't wait. And it's probably your only opportunity to watch. And you at the concert, and you say, wait a second, he's giving like 20 minutes political talk before he even performs. And you're like, wait a minute. That's not what I came to watch. You give you 20 minutes, no matter what it is, I don't care how much you feel about the situation, you're going to be upset in the crowd. You're going to be tight. Because you're like, what is he talking about? You didn't come here to watch this. And you're going to be anxious. You're going to want him to perform. Or you're really about that social justice life. You're going to be mad. 20 minutes and he's giving me political talk? That's not what I signed up for. How about everybody in the NBA Finals? When the game starts, no one plays and there's protests. So what's going on in the country? I bet you everybody will be upset because they didn't get to watch the game. They didn't get to watch LeBron and Kyrie in the finals. Everybody's just going to protest and the game doesn't play. I don't want the game to be played. I don't want none. I don't want the game to be played. I want to see how everybody reacts. They're going to be mad. They want to watch basketball. No one's giving that up. Nobody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you care about social justice. I don't care how much you believe in it. No one's giving up the NBA. Nobody. Anybody's giving up the NBA saying they're lying. They're not going to give it up. They're not going to give it up at all. It's like, I'm not going to give up sports. I love it. Sports entertainment. Sports not real. I can say anything I want. You can't get offended by it. And it doesn't mean anything. Sports to me is always about who's better. That's what sports is. It's about who's better. And the players are already like Malcolm Jenkins, Chris Long. They're already like donating like a lot of money to this cause. Like, how much do you want them to do? Remember, they're still football players. People just got to be upset about... They got to take an anger out on somebody. That's what they have to do. They have to take the anger out on somebody. So they're going to take an anger out on this. In the NFL. But what baffles me is that you have people on TV like Jamel Hill, who acts like a social justice warrior. But she complains, but the NFL pays her salary. How does that work? NFL pays her salary, but she complains every single day. But she's gonna still watch it just like me. So what are we complaining about? That part I don't understand. Shannon Sharp, he's gonna go home. He was in the NFL. He knows the private business. He has to go home and watch the NFL. What's he gonna talk about on his show? Lacrosse? He has to talk about it. He has to watch the NFL. He has to be prepared. He has his homework to do because he has a show to do. Monday, when the game is over, he has to be prepared. What's he gonna do? Talk about golf or lacrosse? See how much viewers he gets. So they have no choice. So like I said, shows like Undisputed, they know who their audience is. It's catered for African Americans. It is. They hardly talk about baseball. The guests that they bring on are like rap stars. Don't you see what's going on? But I don't get it. Through all this controversy last year, I still watch that. If I watch every game, I'm gonna continue to do it. I don't make predictions. I don't care. That's why I love the NFL. I'm watching it since I was a kid. I love sports in general, a lot of sports, but I love the NFL. I'm gonna still watch it. I just want to see what happens now with this, because now it's just going on a roller coaster ride. Now the players feel like they weren't collectively bargained this rule, so we'll see. Maybe the Players Association might win. They might win. They might win this, and then we go back to square one again. But then the NFL got to wait for the next collective bargaining agreement, I think, which is in 2021. And we'll go through this all over again. So, like I said, I look at it like it's a private business. That's what it is. The employees, they get paid. You could protest as a private citizen in America. Everybody knows no private company lets you protest at a job. None. Nowhere. No private company lets you protest on the job. Don't you see when you see people protest and do it outside? No one lets you protest inside their building. No one does that. I've never seen it in my life. Until I see it and people can correct me, I've never seen it in my life. Never. So, and a lot of people are scared to say it. I'm never scared to say it. Last year I talked about this. Like I said, if Kaepernick was playing for the San Diego Padres and he did this, who would really care? Like, no one would care. They wouldn't. And they know they wouldn't care. Let's say he did it on opening day in the MLB season. He took a knee. That's April when? NBA playoff time? How much people are going to be watching the NBA playoff game when they're going to be watching Kaepernick take a knee? Let's see who really does. Let's see who really cares about this issue. When Kaepernick's taking a knee in a San Diego Padres jersey, are we going to really pay attention to that? Or are we going to pay attention to the first round of the playoffs in the NBA? So that's a bit hypocritical. That's what I'm thinking. You just have to be consistent with this. Like, do you really care, or are you just doing this to be down for the cause, or just follow the crowd? That's what it looks like to me, because I know somebody that said, "Oh, they're mad about this," but they never watched football a day in their life. I don't get it. That's what loses me. They don't watch football a day in their life, but they're upset. Like, you're not gonna save the world. Like, that's impossible. So we're gonna stop police brutality here. We gotta stop police brutality in Jamaica. We gotta stop police brutality everywhere in the islands. That's virtually impossible. And you want to talk about police brutality here in America? Police brutality in Jamaica is worse. They'll do some real messed up stuff. They'll lock you up and not even send you to the police station. They'll lock you up and send you somewhere far away into a neighborhood you don't know and just leave you there. That's messed up. And I don't see nobody fighting for that. Because nobody cares. People are not going to be mad till they're satisfied. We can't save the world. That's impossible to save the world. It really is. It's impossible to save the world. We can't. People complain every single day. Like, I try to live my life the best way I can. But people just going to complain every day. I don't get it. I really don't get it. They said the players could stay in the locker room. They don't want to go stand for the anthem. What's the issue? They made that and people are still not satisfied. That's why I say I don't. That's why I wouldn't really care. If I was running the NFL, I wouldn't care. I'd do whatever I want. I wouldn't care. Can't please everybody. It's a football game I came to watch. A football game. It's like everybody came to watch the NBA. I never heard nobody talk about politics in the NBA. Everybody don't talk about, oh, how much games the Warriors are going to win next season. Can DeMarcus Cousins be on his best behavior? I don't hear nobody bring up social issues in the NBA. People pick and choose what to care about and when to do it. All I hear about in the NBA is, oh, the Warriors going to three-peat. Oh, again, LeBron win a ring with the Lakers. Where's Melo going to go? Or the Celtics a team to beat in the East. I don't hear nothing about social justice issues or protesting or anything like that, taking the knee. I don't hear none of that stuff. It's only with the NFL. I don't hear none of that in the NBA. None of that stuff in the NBA. I never hear anything about that. It's just this issue, which I don't understand why. I really don't. And it's obvious, like Kaepernick, he's not whack, but he's not great either. He's good. He's borderline. But it's a protest. You can't protest at a job. That's why the reason why he's not playing. It's obvious. The reason why he's not in the league. You can't protest at a job. Not just the NFL, any private company. And I don't blame Kaepernick. I blame the person who told him to do it. He's the one that should be getting punished, not Kaepernick. Because the guy told him to take a knee. The former guy in the military told him to take a knee. That's one reason why. And another reason why is his girlfriend, Kaepernick's girlfriend, he was about to get signed by the Ravens. His girlfriend called one of the owners a slave owner. So that can cost you a job. How you gonna call your employer a slave owner? Right when you're about to get signed. No one brings that up though. You can't call somebody about to hire you a slave owner. That means no one's gonna want to hire you now. So I blame her. I blame her for him not getting a job. She deserves some blame. I blame the guy the guy in the military told him to take a knee. I blame her for costing him a job with the Ravens. So, they had an option to go stay in the locker room. You want to go out there and protest? You know what's going to happen. And then when your contract is up and you're not signed by a team, don't complain. Because you know why. So, that's how I look at it with the anthem. People saying constitutional rights. Not constitutional rights. It's a private company. There's no constitutional rights. There's none. I don't say constitutional rights. What rights? And speaking of the constitutional rights, that don't protect you 100%. There ain't no such thing as freedom of speech. Everything in the Constitution should say has limits. Right to bear arms. Yeah, right. You have to have a license and go through this, go through that. You can't even have a gun in New York. You get locked up. You can just carry. If you get pulled over and cops see you with a gun in your car, that's automatic, 3.5 years? Just for having it? Oh, but you're going to tell the officer, I have a right to bear arms. Somebody trying to come after my family. I'm here to protect myself. You can't arrest me. I'm using my rights. What rights? You're going to jail. There's no rights. So I'm saying there's some rules that the employer can make. Especially when you run a private business, that even gives them more power because it has nothing to do with the government. It's just that in this particular case is that the NFL did a rule without negotiating with the Players Association, without the union. That's where they messed up. But they can come up with whatever rule they want, but they just have to negotiate because it's a private business. They're not protected by the government. And people know this. They're just scared to say it. They're scared to disagree. They're scared. They're afraid. Because they care what other people are going to say, what they say, what they think about them. That's why they don't say it. People know this. Because there's people that complain that work in private companies and they know the rules. They know exactly what happens. No company lets you protest on a job. None in a private company. None. I've never seen it in my life. Because if it's interrupting your business, your employer can get rid of you. And that's what they did with Eric Reed and Kaepernick. And they'll actually bring Kaepernick in for workout, the Seahawks. But they told him, like, all right, when are you going to start protesting? I think he said no. So, all right, fine. You're not going to get a job. So actually we're bringing him in for workout, and he said no. And we're going to still get mad? Like, it's their league. Like, if we were on there, we gotta probably do it the way we want. But it's their league. What we gonna do? And people say, "Oh, it's use a platform." What platform? You're wearing a uniform that's not yours. You're an employee. It's not your stadium. It's not your stadium. It's theirs. There's no platform. Now, if you want to protest in the parking lot outside the stadium and you're doing the owner says something, then there's a problem. Because the game is over and it's not their property. When you're in that stadium, you're an employee. You get paid. You get paid on that field. I'm wearing somebody else's jersey. That's how I look at it. And also, sports is entertainment. I just want to see this happen in the NBA and see how everybody react. No one's going to react the same way. No one's going to care about this issue. Everybody could care less. But just no one's going to do it in the NBA because they know what's going to happen to them. You know what's going to happen. So everybody's saying, "Oh, this, keep kneeling, keep kneeling." You know what? That's why Kaepernick doesn't have a job, because everybody keep telling him to kneel. You can't protest at a private business. People keep telling him to kneel. That's why it's costing him to get a job. Everybody say, "That's right, kneel, kneel." No. I'm not saying that, oh, not to believe what you believe in. Yeah, when you're a private citizen. Well, when you're working, when you're in uniform on game day, you tell him to kneel, you costing him a job. In a private business. Until you own your own business, we all got to answer to somebody else. I always tell everybody, until you own your own business, we all answer to somebody else. We all collect a check, we all got to answer to somebody. It's a private business. People ain't forgetting that. And say, yeah, the players, what would the league be without the players? It's not just about the players. Yeah, it's the players, but it's about the uniform, it's about the stadium, it's about the history. Because the players are just like a transitory part of the business. Players coming up, players leave. The league moves on. There's always new players coming. There's always talented players coming out of college. Michael Vick left the Falcons. The Falcons set attendance records. It's not about one guy. It's not like the NFL's not built like the NBA, where you build it around one guy, and if he leaves the league will suffer. Because the NFL has so much players in the league that if a player goes missing, no one will really notice. Like, look, for example, DeMarco Murray retired after 7 years. He retired last week. He retired at the age of 30. You think people are going to say, "Oh, man, I think the league is going to suffer because DeMarco Murray retired"? No. Players come and go, they leave. Players move, the league moves on. DeMarco Murray was good, but there's always going to be somebody else coming in. Look, like, Peyton's my favorite player in football. Was my favorite player in football. He retired, in 2015. For 3 years now. He's one of the best players of all time. And I still watch football. Because it's not built around one guy. It's not the way the sport is. It's not like the NBA where they just market their marquee stars. People just watch football for what it is. I mean, those guys will help, but it's not going to hurt if they're not in there. So players come and go. People saying, "What would we without the players?" And they decide, everybody say, "Oh, they should walk out," then it's not going to get paid. And they don't get paid enough anyway because the contracts are not guaranteed. So they're going to be. That's why Kaepernick wants to get back in the NFL, because he's losing money. He's filed his lawsuit for collusion, and he's paying all these lawyers, and nothing's happening. Because they know that the NFL is a private business and it's not violating nothing. So he's paying these lawyers all this money, and he's going broke, and he wants to get back in the NFL because he needs a job. But the same people keep telling him to kneel is costing him money. So you tell the players to walk out. There's better hope that they save enough money, especially if you're a running back and you walk out. You're really screwed because they don't pay you. Look what happened to Le'Veon Bell. They keep franchise tagging him. I mean, the Steelers offered him 5 years, $70 million the other day. He turned it down. He feels like he's worth more. So if you're a running back and you walk out on the NFL, you're really screwed. You better hope that you saved all your money. He gets suspended and he just don't get paid. And they know that. Why do you think no one's speaking out about this? They know they know the deal. Employees. So I want to see where this goes, where this goes to, because It's gonna get interesting now. There's training camp about to start next week, and well, Giants training camp. Some training camps started already, like the Ravens. I just want to see where his head's to. Like I said, this doesn't happen in no other sport. This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen in any other sport, but in the NFL. I don't know why. If they want to really solve everything, just get rid of the national anthem. Just don't play it. I'll solve everybody's issue. Respect the flag, quote unquote. Protesting this, protesting that. There'll be no issue. If you just get rid of the national anthem, problem solved. Just get rid of it. It doesn't make no sense because I don't care about the national anthem. No one came to watch the national anthem. We came to watch a football game. No one cares about the national anthem. I don't care about the national anthem. People went to go watch a football game. But I look at this overall as an employee-to-employee relationship. That's what this is. If I'm the employer and I set rules and you break one of my rules, you're going to get punished. Like I said, if they had a problem with you doing this outside of work and you're doing this for your community and then they punish you for that, then you have a case. But when you're on their time and you're wearing their jersey, it's different because you're an employee. They get paid when they're on that field. People keep forgetting that's a business, not a spring tournament at the park. It's a business. People keep forgetting that. But I try to send my message out loud and clear. And if people still understand, I just don't get it. I really don't. Like I said, I just wish this happened in the NBA because I want to see how everybody react. If people don't act, I want to see how everybody act. If they don't act the same way, then it is hypocrites. No one's gonna give the NBA up. Nobody. Like I said, if LeBron's in the finals and they're playing Kyrie, no one's giving it up. No one's putting their money where their mouth is. Nobody. Nobody's gonna do it. Nobody's gonna put their money where their mouth is. It's just that in the NBA, they already made a rule you stand for the national anthem. They made it a rule already. Adam Silver did it. Everybody has to stand, not just players, coaches, locker room people. Everybody has to stand for the national anthem. But no one cares about that, though. No one's giving up the NBA. Nobody's giving up the NBA. Nobody. No one's doing it. No one's giving it up. I don't care who you are. Nobody's giving up the NBA. They already had this issue already. Player named Chris Jackson. I forgot his Muslim name. And people been watching the NBA since. Nobody cared. Everybody's watching. It was during Jordan's time. Everybody's watching Jordan's dynasty. No one cared. Everybody loves basketball. They probably care. They care about the issue in the big picture. But at that moment, nobody cared. No one was going to stop watching the finals because of Chris Jackson. Sorry. No offense. Nobody was going to do it. Kaepernick hasn't been in the league for 2 years now. People still watch NFL. People still watch it. I watch it. I love it. It's entertainment. It's my entertainment for me. I already deal with the BS that's going on every day. Cops killing unarmed blacks. I'm sick and tired of it. Something needs to be done. Well, when it's game day, I want to watch my games because to me, it's not fair to me as a fan that this is going on, and that was another controversy again, and basically you're taking anger out on me now, and I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing to what's going on. I'm not that police officer that killed that person. I didn't do it, and it's just not fair. So, like I said, I don't understand it. The players could stay in the locker room. Let's stay in the locker room then. You have that right to stay in the locker room. No one has to go on that field. Nobody, unless they just want to do it. You don't have to go in the field. Just stay in the locker room. You don't got to go out on that field. But when you're on the field, you already know what deal it is. And they warned you. They told you about it. So it's not like they just magically just made it up. They said if you go on the field, you have to stand. And you don't have to stand. If you go stay in the locker room. It's that simple. I don't know. It's like 2 + 2 = 4. I don't know why that's so hard. But people understand. Anybody, the players, fans, I don't know. To me, they should just get rid of the national anthem. Just get rid of it. Don't play at no sporting event. Nobody have an issue. You don't have to care about, quote unquote, respecting the flag, protesting this. Get rid of the national anthem because no one came to watch that. People came to watch a basketball, football, baseball, whatever game. No one came to watch the national anthem. I didn't come to watch the national anthem. You can sleep during the national anthem. No one came to watch it. Nobody cares. They don't. People want to watch sports, argue, and have fun, have a good time. That's what I do. I went to the Chargers-Jets game last year. It was freezing, but the Jets sucked. They lost. The Chargers beat them, but it was cold as hell over there in MetLife Stadium, and I had a good time. There was no issue. I didn't see nobody protesting or nothing. They played a national anthem, game that was done, whatever, Game was on, and everybody was just having a good time talking. Everybody, people in the fans, white people, black people, everybody just arguing, oh, who's better, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Everybody was having a good time. Nobody even knew each other, and they were just debating. That's what sports is. Sports bring everybody together, and everybody argue. Sports is the only thing in the world where everybody can all agree on something and not personally get mad. Unless you disagree on what player you like. There's no issues in sports. Sports is not real. Like, it doesn't count. That's what I like about it. I can argue and say whatever I want, and nobody can get offended. I can say this team sucks at my job, and they can't fire me. I can sue them. Now, if you do other stuff, like if you say something that's political or a particular president that you support, then that gets controversial because you don't know if your boss or your supervisor is a Republican or a Democrat. So that's when it gets a little tricky. But if I say this player sucks, X, Y, and Z sucks, this team sucks, they can't fire me for it. That's what I love about sports. I can say anything I want. I talk about it on Facebook, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing. They can't fire me. That's why I'm like, I don't understand. Like, this is just a headache now. This Anthem thing is just a headache. It really is. I don't know what's gonna happen now. I don't know. Now the Players Association feel like they didn't get negotiated with the NFL. Now that's another 3-ring circus. I just don't know what's gonna happen now. I really don't. I'm just looking forward for training camp. I just want the Giants to get the training camp started. I want the season to start. Cause I want the Giants to be a playoff team. Because Ben McAdoo was the coach last year. He was a flat disaster. He's terrible. He's just as bad as the Mets manager Mickey Callaway. They both share the same brain. They're both stupid. This new coach, Pat Shurmur, he came from the Vikings organization. He was the offensive coordinator, and he's installing a new offense with the Giants. Now, like I said yesterday in my live, football is about creating mismatches, and the Giants have 3 mismatches. Tight end Red Ellison can create a mismatch. You have to double team Odell now. Odell can create a mismatch, and then you have Saquon Barkley come out of the backfield. He can create a mismatch. The Giants are going to be a nightmare for teams. If it doesn't work, I'm blaming Eli. I'm sorry. I'm blaming Eli. They got Nate Solder from the Patriots. They put him in at left tackle. They moved Eric Flowers. No excuses. If it doesn't work, I'm blaming Eli. And I like Eli, but I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it a buck. I gotta keep it real. If he struggles this season, I'm blaming Eli Manning. I am. No excuses. Ben McAdoo's not there no more. What's the problem? Brandon Marshall's in Seattle. So what's the problem? I'm blaming Eli if they struggle this year. Okay, everybody gonna be like, all right, see, it wasn't just a team, it's him. He's getting old. He's losing. He should just retire. The Giants should win 9 games this year at least. From what they won last year, like 3 games. They were 3-13, which is just pathetic. They should be like 9-7 this year. That's a 6-game improvement. They should be 9-7. In the NFC East, maybe the Eagles are probably still a team to beat. But the thing about football is that unless you're the Patriots, teams don't really repeat as division winners. That's a good thing the Giants have on their side, is that teams don't repeat. So I don't know how good the Eagles, if they can defend their title. I don't know if they're that kind of team. But the Cowboys, I don't trust them. I think they're taking a step back. And the Redskins are okay. So this is a division for the Giants to win. They have to win at least 9 games. If they go like 5-11, that's just a disappointment. Then everybody's gonna say Eli should retire and move on and start Davis Webb or draft a QB. But they have to get it going. And that's why I want to watch. I came to watch this. I want to talk trash. I want to debate. I want the Giants to win the Super Bowl. I want to do. I've seen this stuff so much times. Like, it's not like I don't care about it. It's just that at that particular moment, I just want to get away from it for a couple of hours. And then Monday, we could talk about this social justice stuff and what's going on in the country. I don't mind it. Like, because I understand what people are talking about. I understand it. I've seen it in my own 2 eyes. I've seen undercover cops, what they do. I know what they do. It's not like I don't care. I do care. But it's just that particular moment when I want to watch sports. It's entertainment for me and I love it. Like, I don't want to talk about it at that time. It's like when the NBA Finals is going on, I don't see nobody talking about social justice issues. Everybody want to see if LeBron going to win or if he's going to lose. I don't see nobody. If the Lakers and Celtics play each other in the NBA Finals, No one's gonna bring up social justice issues at the time because no one's thinking about that. Everybody's having a good time, watching the game, cheering for who they want to win or who they want to lose, whatever. No one's thinking about social justice issues at that particular time. Not because they don't care. It's just that what's going on at the particular moment is entertainment, and they like it. And that's why I look at it. So, like I said, if the players don't want to stand for the national anthem, they can go in the locker room and stay there. And nothing's gonna happen to them because they made that a rule. So that's why I'm saying, if people don't have a problem with the players have to have to stay in the locker room and not stay on the field, then why are people mad that they have to go stand for the national anthem if they go on the field? No one's saying that the NFL is messed up when they made them stand. So if you're gonna be mad about the players have to go on the field and stand, then you gotta be mad about them just making them stay in the locker room. So what are the players really doing in the locker room? Like, what are they really doing? Because they could probably not even be protesting. They could be in there laughing, telling jokes. No one really knows what they're doing in the locker room. So what are they doing in the locker room, really? They could be laughing, telling jokes, tying their shoelaces, being on their phones. Nobody knows what's going on. Unless they have a camera in there while the national anthem is going. But they're not going to do that because that's invading their privacy. So nobody really knows what they're doing in the locker room, really. I doubt some of them are protesting. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand what's really going on. I don't think all of them are protesting in the locker room. They're probably just talking with each other. Maybe a couple of friends on the team and they're just yapping. They're just talking. So that's how I look at it. I just want to watch Jaguars-Giants week 1. That's what I care about at that particular moment. I care about a lot of games, too. The Rams and Raiders is going to be a good game. But that's on Monday night, though. It's not on Sunday. It's a Monday night game on ESPN. That's better than the Jets-Lions game, because Jets-Lions game is going to be crappy. But the Rams-Raiders game, that's going to be the better game. That's going to be a good game. John Gruden comes back to coach the Raiders. He hasn't coached in, like 10 years. That's going to be a good game. There's a lot of good games in week 1. A lot. Aaron Rodgers playing on national TV. He's playing the Bears. They're probably going to win that game at home. That's the Sunday night game. And then the Cowboys play the Panthers at 4:25 on Fox after the Giants game versus the Jaguars. And the Chiefs and Chargers play on CBS at 4:05. So there's going to be a lot of good games in week 1. That's why sports is entertainment. Not real. Who cares? I don't care what people say about LeBron because I'm going to defend him, but it's in a sports way. I don't take it like real life. It's not that serious. That's why I'm saying sports is not that serious. I understand what they're protesting. I understand it's a real life issue, but that's a real life issue on a separate time when we can all not laugh and joke. We're talking about a serious issue because this has been going on too much now. Actually, this president's been elected. This is when this has been really been going on, and it's scary. I'm not saying that it's not a real life issue, but when it's sports time, sports is entertainment. We all talk up trash. We all defend our player or our team, whatever the sport is. And that's what it is about. Like, I'm a Giants fan. If I'm arguing with a Cowboys fan, it's not like I'm taking it personally or I'm saying something personal about his family or bring up something racist or whatever. Because I like everybody. I don't care what race you are. You black, white. Look, how much people I talk sports with? I talk sports with a lot of people. I don't care what the color of your skin is because we all understand this game and we all talk about it and love it. So that's what it's about. When I say outside sports, I mean like when the game is not going on. But not during the game. No one talks about social justice issues during the game. NBA Finals, I never heard nobody bring up, oh, when LeBron lost. No one ever talked about what happened to this guy with the police officer. I never heard it. Everybody just talk about LeBron losing. I never heard nobody talk about what's going on in the real world at that particular time. That's what I mean, like, especially football. Football is like the NBA wins a lot of games. Football is only once a week. It's only 16 games a team plays. It's only once a week. You play on Sunday. So, the players that are protesting before the game, if they protest during the game, before the game, how come that's the only time they protest? Why don't they just do something in the community as well? Why don't they do something during the week? Why don't they do something in the off season? To me, that doesn't make it look like you're real about it because you're just doing it just to do it. Because everybody else is doing it. If you're really real about this issue, then why don't you do it during the week as well? And why people don't do it during the week as well? And why don't do it in the off season? You're just doing it at that particular moment. So that means you're just doing it just to be down for the cause. You're not really taking care. You're not doing it to be serious. Yeah, water. Yeah, Flint doesn't have clean water, but no one's talking about that though. That's what I'm saying. If we're gonna talk about issues, we gotta talk about that. No one's talking about it doesn't have water, it doesn't have clean water. No one's bringing it up. That's my point. No one's talking about that because people only care about what they want to care about. That's my problem. They care about what they want to care about. But like I said, sports entertainment. That's what it is. Sports is always about who's better. That's what sports is. Who's better? That's what it is. That's what sports is about. Who's better? And nothing else. Who's better? Because like I'm saying, you have a sports conversation. It can't offend nobody. Now, if you talk about politics, yeah, it can offend nobody because you could be talking to somebody that's a Republican and they don't like what Democrats do. And Democrat, or if you're a liberal and they don't like what conservatives do, and it could turn into a heated battle and it could get really serious. You have a sports conversation, unless you're a real fool and you take it really seriously, you shouldn't, it doesn't mean nothing. Political debates, yeah, it can, depending on who you talk to. Actually, you shouldn't have political debates at your job. That's the stupidest time to talk politics is at your job, because you can get fired. Depending on who it is, because you don't know if your boss or your supervisor is a Republican or a Democrat. You just don't know. You don't talk politics at your job. You're not supposed to. That's stupid to have I think people have political debates at your job. I'm like, what are you, stupid? You have a political debate at your job. Because you don't know who's who. You don't know if your boss is a Trump supporter. You can be friends. You can be cool with your boss all these years, and then you say something about Trump, and then you see them cut your hours, and they don't even tell you why. Yeah, they do grimy stuff like that. They do. That's what I'm saying. That's just politics is a very touchy subject. You just gotta know when you're talking with somebody. You gotta really know the person. Really know them. You gotta really know them. You can't just talk about a random person because you don't know. Like those are your coworkers. You don't really know who they are really outside of work. You just work with them. You don't know them personally. You have to be around your surroundings, like who you really know, to talk about stuff like that. Sports, I can talk sports with anybody. I can talk sports with my coworker. Who cares? It doesn't mean nothing. Now, if you talk politics, you just gotta be careful about who you're talking to. That's my point. Because this protest, even though most of us probably agree with what the players are doing, you don't know if your teammate who you cool with and who's a good player, they probably have a family member as a police officer. And that's my point. Politics is a touchy subject. You just don't know. You don't know if the owner of your team has somebody that's a police officer that died. You just don't know. That's my point. Like when Kaepernick wore the pig socks. Man, you can agree how the cops treat people. That's true. But you gotta say that in your private time when you're around people who all agree with what you're talking about. You can't just say it in the public because you don't know who's who. That's my point. Because when he wore those pig socks, I probably could tick somebody off that was on his team. You just don't know because you don't know them like that. That's my point. That stuff can get you in trouble. Now, if you're around like your family or around like really close friends and y'all at your house chilling and y'all want to talk about what's going on, yeah, because you trust them, because you know them. But you don't know your teammates like that. Especially in football, it's like 53 people on the team. You know, I doubt you know all of them personally. That's my point. So that's how I look at it with this anthem. Like I don't see why it's so hard. You can stay in the locker room. You can sleep in there if you want when national anthem's playing. Just be out there and make sure you play well so my team can win. I don't get it. I really don't. Now, if you go on the field and you protest, that means you just adding controversy. That means you just want to add fuel to the fire. I mean, you gotta understand. At the end of the day, you're still an employee. The players are employees. They collect a check. They're getting bread. They get paid millions of dollars to do stuff I can't do. I can't throw a football like Aaron Rodgers. I'm not blessed with that opportunity. I can't play like him. I wish I could, but I can't. They get paid millions of dollars. They're not normal. They're trained. They have the blessed with ability. They're blessed. They don't got to worry about a regular job. They pay millions of dollars to have fun. I wish I was a football player. They get paid millions of dollars to have fun. A lot of money just to have fun. That's what they did. They have fun. I'm not throwing away that opportunity. I'm still gonna do what I believe in, like on my off time. They can't stop me because it's illegal. If it's a Wednesday and I'm doing my thing and they do violate my rights, that's different because I'm a private citizen. I'm not working. I'm not in my uniform. I'm in street clothes. They can't stop me. Well, when I'm in uniform, I'm working. Like I'm at a job. Like I'm working, and when I'm off work, I can do whatever I want. And as long as I'm not like committing a crime or nothing, but if I do whatever I want, they can't stop me. I'm not working now. Go away. Get away from me. I'm not working. That's how I look at it. I look at it like an employee to employee relationship. It's a business. I don't even care about the flag or nothing about, oh, respect the country. I don't care about that. Me, I look at it like it's a business. That's how I look at it at the end of the day. Sports is entertainment too, but for the players, it's a business because they get paid. They get paid a lot of money when they're on that field. But like, this is the most controversial topic, and I don't mind talking about it. This is the most controversial topic that I ever talked about, and it's been the longest. I've been talking about. This is the first topic I've been talking about it for like I don't know how long. Probably like almost an hour. But it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I'm still looking forward to the season. Week 1 is gonna be good. I'm still gonna make predictions. I'm gonna do it. I gotta see how the team's looking preseason before I make my predictions. I don't want to give away all spill the beans now because I give it away. But like around August time, like around week 4, I'll post Facebook and I'll post stats, and then people could argue and disagree with me. Because that's what sports is. And also, sports is also a way to make friends. That's how a lot of people talk to me and stuff because of sports. That's what I do. Sports is a way to make friends. That's how I look at it. Now with this Anthem thing, which I understand what people are talking about, now it just everybody just hate each other now. This just divided everything. Now this just make everybody hate each other, and that's not what this is supposed to be. That's why I say when I make my Facebook Live videos, I say join me. I'm not talking about people that I send my Facebook Live videos for the public. I don't send this to my Facebook friends. This is for everybody. Everybody's supposed to. When I say join me, everybody's allowed to watch. I don't discriminate against anybody. Anybody. I don't care if you're a female. If you think you know sports as much as me, you can debate me. I don't care. I don't discriminate against anybody. I don't discriminate against anybody. Anybody is allowed to watch my Facebook Live video. If you think you know sports, and you can debate me. You're probably going to lose, but you could try. But this is for everybody. I don't discriminate against anybody. Anybody can watch my Facebook Live video. When I say join me, that means everybody could join me. I send my Facebook Live video for the public. It's for everybody to join me. That's the point. Now, if the players were to go out there and if the NFL was smart and it's all right, negotiate with the players and everybody come together and unite and like lock arms during the national anthem, I would like to see that better than people all protesting. If all the players, no matter what color your skin is, no matter where you come from, everybody lock arms together during national anthems and we're united together. I would love to see that. That's what I would like. I'd rather see that. I'd rather see everybody come together, white or black, and we come together. That's how we gonna make change. And I doubt anybody will have a problem. Anybody have a problem with that, they're just stupid. Everybody come together, they lock arms during the national anthem was played. That's what they should. They came up with a solution. Just like everybody, like you're on my team. If I'm an owner, I want all my players together. Because now with this locker room thing, it just divides it. Because now, if they say, oh, this guy stays in the locker room, oh, he doesn't care about the country. And this guy goes out there, oh, he don't care about police brutality. Now this just made it worse. Like, if I say, oh, if I'm an owner, like, no, you're on my team, I pay you, no matter if you're black or white, no matter where you come from, whatever. We all come, we unite together. We're gonna lock arms, we're gonna be together, together as one. And we're gonna unite. That's what they should have done. But now it's just, I don't know, it's just chaos. LeBron said that it used to be a platform to bring people together. The national anthem, they should lock arms. That's what they should do. Everybody should be allowed to do that. Every team, everybody, the owners, everybody should come together on the sideline, lock arms together. Black and white, everybody come together. That's the way you can make change. That's the change right there. That's a way to start. But nobody's thinking like that. Sports is supposed to bring everybody together. That's what sports is. Because it's something everybody can agree on. I never seen nobody get offended. I've never been offended by what somebody's saying in a sports conversation. Never in my life. Never offended me. Never. Because like I said, it's not real. It doesn't count. It doesn't mean nothing. Entertainment. That's why I love football on Sundays. Football on Sundays is great because Sundays is usually people's day off. And I just relax. I watch the pregame shows too because I'm a football junkie. So I watch it from like the NFL Network from like 9 until the game started at 1. And I watch all the way to Sunday Night Football. And I just stay in my room. I just watch football all day. That's what I do. And it's good. That's what I like. It's my entertainment. That's how I look at it. That's how everybody should look at it, like that. Everybody should look at it like it's their entertainment. But it's too bad everybody doesn't see it that way. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this. What's gonna happen with this Dolphins thing now? Now they said that they punish players if they don't stand for the national anthem. It's just crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. But like I said, NFL's a private business, so they're not violating no constitutional rights because they're employees and it doesn't protect them from the government. Like I said, players, everybody should just lock arms during the national anthem. That's what they should have came to a solution. Like, you're on my team. I don't care if you're black or white. I'm paying you. You're on my team. We'll all come together and lock arms. That's what they should do. But I don't know. All right. I spoke so long about the national anthem controversy. I didn't even get a chance to talk about Melo now. I know a lot of people who like Melo are going to hate this, but I'll have to tell the truth about it. I'm sorry. All right. Carmelo Anthony. Everybody know how I feel about him, whatever. You got to trade to the Hawks. Okay. Everybody knows he's not going to play for the Hawks. He's not. He don't get bought out by the Hawks and go to a contender. He doesn't want to play for the Hawks. They don't want him to play there. Doesn't make no sense. Hawks are rebuilding. They traded him for Dennis Schroeder, who's a decent point guard. He's going to play on the Thunder. I think Melo's going to go to the Rockets. They're going to sign him. I think that's a mistake. I just don't want him to go to the Lakers. But he's going to go to the Rockets. That's going to be a 3-ring circus. Him, Harden, and CP3. CP3 is getting up there in age. He's injury prone. And remember who the head coach is for the Rockets. It's Mike D'Antoni. Remember he coached Melo in New York. And then Tony got fired. And then you're going to bring Melo again? Why? That's a disaster. They didn't bring Carmelo Anthony to the Rockets. Bring Melo to the Rockets and this is going to be a 3-ring circus. And the Rockets actually got worse. They lost Amanamute. They lost Ariza. That's why there's 2 defenders right there. The only defender they have is PJ Tucker, and Clint Capella's not signed yet. So actually going backwards. And I remember when even though people probably said they didn't want to have enough to sign LeBron, they signed LeBron to the max. They couldn't give him a max deal because CP3 won the max deal. And Harden was like, "Oh, we're fine with the team that we have." I guess he wanted to get like payback back against the Warriors. And now look what's happening. It's backfiring on him because Ariza's gone, Amanamute's gone, Capella's not signed yet, and you're gonna bring in Carmelo Anthony. Go figure. Bring in Carmelo Anthony. Ooh, had a terrible. Let's be honest, he had a terrible year last year. He was pathetic. He was. He had to. I'm not gonna lie. Tell everybody he was hopeless. I don't know what he's gonna really bring to the table because people said that they brought him on the Thunder to be they used him as a spot up shooter, and now he's because he played with Westbrook and George. Now he's on the Rockets. He played with CP3 and Harden. So how are they gonna use him? He's gonna be a spot up shooter again. It's gonna be a disaster. There's really nowhere to put him in the NBA. He's a shell of himself. Mel should just retire. It's okay. It's okay if you don't have a ring. It's okay if you never won regular season MVP. He should just retire. He should just retire. There's nothing left for Carmelo Anthony in the NBA anymore. There's nothing. What's he gonna prove? We all know it's easy to make the Hall of Fame in basketball because not the NBA Hall of Fame, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame. So they're gonna take what Melo did at Syracuse for 1 year and when he did Olympics. Yeah, I get it. So they're gonna add that in. They're gonna add that into the mix. So it's not gonna just take what you did in the NBA. It's gonna take what you did in the Olympics in college. So he has nothing to play for. He's a shell of himself. He's a shell of himself. He is. He averaged 16 something last year, and last year in the playoffs he averaged 11. That's just pathetic. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to him. That Rockets team though, when he plays on the Rockets, it's not gonna be a good fit. Because D'Antoni was a coach and he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit in D'Antoni's style system. Look what happened when he was in New York. It didn't work out at all. And like I said, I don't think the Rockets are gonna be a top 4 seed in the NBA. I think I could see the Spurs being a 4 seed. Even though Kawhi's gone and they have DeRozan, because Pop is such a great coach and I got respect for him. And his system is just great. Look what happened to the players he had, like Gary Neal. Gary Neal was good on the Spurs, and what happened? He went to Charlotte. He hasn't played well. Now he's out of the league. So Pop is a good coach. He could make DeRozan a better player. So I can see the Spurs being the 4th best team in the West after the Thunder, and being a 4th seed. the Rockets, where the Rockets gonna land? And then you get Carmelo Anthony, it's gonna make it worse. So they're gonna sign Melo. Melo's gonna be a Rocket. CP3 is one of his best friends, and he's gonna put him on the team. And Melo's gonna start, and I think that's a disaster. Harden's gonna get frustrated about how his role is gonna be because Harden's come off of winning an MVP, come off winning regular season MVP, and now it's just gonna be bad because Melo gotta get his shots. Good thing about CP3 is that he's a facilitator. He doesn't take that much shots. It's just bad when you lose Ariza, who can guard like a frustrated KD, and you lose him to Phoenix, and you have Amanamute no more, and PJ Tucker's only your best defender on the team. You're going backwards. The Rockets had that chance. You see how funny it is? Is that last year in the Western Conference Finals, they're up 3-2 against the Warriors. They had them on the ropes. CP3 gets hurt. He can't play in the next 2 games. The Warriors come back and win the series. Now looking out, now they're going backwards. They'd probably be a 7 seed. Who knows? Look at the Thunder last year. People thought the Thunder would be a top 3 seed, and they barely made the playoffs. And look how better the Thunder are gonna look next year without Melo. They're gonna win like 55. They're gonna win like 56 games without Melo. Watch. I think Melo makes teams worse. He don't make it better. He makes teams worse, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, Melo's not gonna play a second for the Hawks. They're gonna buy out his contract. He's gonna be a free agent, and he's gonna sign with the Rockets. That's exactly what's gonna happen. He's gonna sign with the Rockets. He's not gonna be on the Hawks. He's not gonna play on the Hawks for 1 second. He doesn't want to play there, and they don't want him there. They're rebuilding, so they're not gonna sign him. They're not gonna make him play. He's not gonna play on the Hawks. Not for 1 second. So I'm just waiting for him to sign with the Rockets and see how that's gonna be a 3-ring circus. Wait to see how that looks. Because Melo's a shell of himself. I called it from day one. I'm like a psychic. I said Melo's gonna be overrated. He is overrated. He is. I said he's not what everybody expected him to be. And I said from day one, everybody thinks I hate him personally. I don't hate him personally. I just tell the truth. I'm not gonna lie to him. I don't want to lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell the truth about him. I've been telling the truth about him for years. Everybody said the Thunder were gonna be a top contender after the Warriors last year. And look what happened. The Thunder got eliminated in the first round by the Jazz, which I predicted, by the way. I said Jazz was going to win in 6 games. I think that was one of my first Facebook Live videos. I said the Jazz were going to win 6 games over the Thunder in an upset. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy. So I tell everybody my sports knowledge is crazy. I'm on another level. I said the Jazz were going to upset the Thunder. And exactly what happened. I said because Carmelo Anthony is going to be the reason why they're struggling. That's exactly. He proves me right all the time. All the time he proves me right. He's going to prove me right again. When he signs to the Rockets, and the Rockets not a top 4 seed. That's going to be my prediction. The Rockets sign Melo, and they're not a top 4 seed. They'll probably be like a 5th or 6th seed next season. Because Carmelo Anthony's going to ruin it. That's what's going to happen. He's going to ruin the team. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. That's like the last free agency deal on the NBA. It's the last NBA free agency because Kawhi got traded yesterday for DeMar DeRozan, and Melo got traded today to the Hawks for a team he's not going to play 1 second for. He'll end up being a Houston Rocket. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So that's pretty much it. I think the NBA free agency is going to come out, and the offseason is going to die down a minute, and it's going to be the ending of the MLB season. The trade deadline's coming up. I want to see who the Yankees going to get. I prefer them to get Cole Hamels over J.A. App. I know Cole Hamels is a proven veteran, left-handed starting pitcher that could win ball games. Like, he has playoff experience. He has a championship ring. Like, he could be a nice number 2 starter that could be in the playoffs. A nice left-handed starter after number 2 starter after Luis Severino for the playoffs. And you need that when you play the Astros. Because you know they have their pitching with Verlander and Keuchel. So that they have to get. I'll prefer Hamels over Happ, and then we'll see what happens. Like yesterday in my live, I said I'm glad the Yankees didn't get Manny Machado because they didn't need him. They had a lot of right-handed power already. I think the Yankees have like 162 home runs. Like 118 of them come from right-handed power, right-handed hitting. They didn't need Manny Machado, and he didn't want to play third base. He wanted to play shortstop. And that's Didi's position. Didi's a shortstop for the Yankees. So Machado's on the Dodgers now. He can help them out. Now that Corey Seager's out, he's injured. Manny Machado could play shortstop and take his spot. So we'll see. We're waiting for the ending of the second half. And then football is about to start. Training camp. The Giants' training camp is next week. It's on the 25th. So, and then soon you know preseason and NFL season start. And I don't care about the controversy. I already talked about that for like an hour. I don't care about the Anthem issue. Just get to the game, man. I want to watch it. That's what I want to see. I don't want to deal with this again. I just want to know if my Giants going to win a Super Bowl this year. They're not going to win a Super Bowl. I'm just joking around. This is just me speaking with my heart over my head. I don't even know if the Giants are going to make the playoffs, but they should be better than they were last year. It should be improved, especially offensively. Like I said yesterday in my live, there's no reason why the Giants shouldn't score 20 points this season. There's no reason why they should score at least 20. There's none. Offensively. If they get a couple of defensive touchdowns and touchdown special teams, then that'll be good. But offensively, there shouldn't be a reason why they shouldn't score 20 points. They shouldn't. I mean, week 1 against the Jaguars, that's a tough test because the Jaguars had like the best defense in the league last year. A lot of people on the Jaguars bandwagon is saying that they can probably go to the Super Bowl. I don't think they're even going to go to the playoffs. I said yesterday in my Facebook Live, I said, the only reason why the Jaguars made the playoffs last year because everybody in the Texans got hurt. Well, newsflash, I think the Texans are going to the AFC Championship game and they're going to play the Patriots. Everybody's come back healthy. Deshaun Watson's come back healthy. J.J. Watt's come back healthy. I just like that team. They signed Tyrann Mathieu in the offseason. In addition of him, and on the offensive side of the ball, DeAndre Hopkins is one of the most underrated wide receivers in the league. He was putting up numbers with garbage quarterbacks throwing the ball to him. So imagine if Deshaun Watson, who's healthy, throws the ball to him. That's gonna be a lethal combination. I think Deshaun Watson threw like 16 touchdowns passes in like 8 games. That's like the most through 8 games by a rookie quarterback in NFL history. So he had a whole year to recover from his ACL injury. I think the Texans are gonna play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I just gave a preview already. I said I was going to preview the NFL, but that's going to be my preview right there. The Texans are going to play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. The Texans will play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. And they play each other in week 1. How ironic. The Texans got to go to New England, go to Boston, go play the Patriots in the first game of the season. That should be a good game. So, we'll see what happens. But that's pretty much it. I talked about what I was going to talk about. That Anthem thing is really what I really want to talk about. Cause I try to bring it and explain it the best way I possibly can. Oh, people understood what I was saying. Like I said, you're always free to comment. Here's what it is. Sports supposed to bring everybody together. It doesn't discriminate. Male, female, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, no matter who you are. It's supposed to be entertainment. That's how I look at it now. With this controversy, it just divided everybody. That's what it is. I like sports because like I said, sports is supposed that's how I make friends. Like I said, everybody always welcome to watch my live video. And when I have my show and school starts, I'm gonna try to put it on YouTube. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna Facebook Live it. It's for everybody. That's why I always say everybody could join me. I don't discriminate anybody. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, any race, black, white, Hispanic, everybody, Asian, everybody's allowed to watch me on Facebook Live. Anybody's allowed to watch it. Anybody's allowed to watch it. That's what sports is supposed to be about. You have fun, yell and scream about something that don't make no sense. It really doesn't. That's why I said that it would have been good if the NFL during the national anthem made all the players lock arms together and show unity. That would have been good. That's sending a message. I'm saying you now with this locker room, you stay in the locker room when the national anthem is played, or when the national anthem is played, you stand. That's just dividing the country. Or dividing the league. Because, like I said, what are the players really doing in the locker room? Are they really protesting? Or they could be protesting, or they just could be there talking to each other or on their phones or having a good time. Nobody really knows what they're doing in the locker room. Probably just smoking weed. Who knows? But no one really knows. And you can't have what are they going to have a camera on during the national anthem now? What the players do in the locker room? You can't do that. It's invading their privacy. So I don't know. This is just going to be a 3-ring circus. But like I said, NFL's a business. It's a private company. You're an employee. A private company. The Constitution doesn't protect you from private companies. It doesn't say that in the Constitution. The NFL is a private company, just like the NBA. That's why the NBA made a rule that everybody is required to stand for the national anthem. I think it's even a certain way that the players have to stand. But everybody, not even just the players, the training staff, everybody, the coaches, everybody has to stand. Once you're employed by the NBA, which is a business, you're an employee. Like I said, just like the NFL, you're an employee. You're employed by the NBA. NBA is your employer. Everybody has to stand, or you get fined. Nobody has a problem with that, though. That's why I said at the beginning of my video, nobody has a problem with that. But in the NFL, everybody has a problem with it. But it was the same NBA that a guy named Chris Jackson was protesting the same thing, and I forgot his Muslim name, but and he's been, I think, out of the league, and no one said nothing. Nobody cared about it at the time. Everybody was watching Jordan's three-peat. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Nobody was thinking about social justice issues at the time. Everybody was watching Jordan go on a three-peat and win his championships. Nobody was thinking about that at the time. As I'm saying, you go protest. Nobody's saying you can't protest. You have a right to protest in America. That's one of the rights to have. That's one of the rights to have in this country. You're allowed to protest. But my problem is that they have the whole week to do it. They have the whole off season. Like I said, they have the whole week to do it. Football is once a week. Once a week. It's not like the baseball was every day. Yeah, so you have a lot of time to do it. You have the whole week to do something. You have the whole off season. So if you're going to protest on game day, why the players that protest on game day don't do it during the week as well? Also, and the off season, show that they really care. Only a few players I've seen do that. And that's Malcolm Jenkins and Chris Long. Everybody else that's doing it, that's what I'm saying. I call them BS on it because they're just playing to the crowd. They're just being down for the cause. Because some of them just doing this to do it, and I don't see them doing nothing else in the community or doing nothing during the week. That's what I'm saying. They're just doing it just to do it. And the players that saying, oh, they're gonna still go out during the national anthem and protest when they have a chance to when they had a right to stay in the locker room, and they still ain't gonna do it anyway. They're just adding fuel to the fire. They just want to start controversy because they have a rule and say that you can't do it. I'm your employer. I tell you can't do it. You can't do it. You're an employee at the end of the day. I cut your check. I pay you. You protesting wearing my jersey because it's not really their jersey. And it's not really that platform either. They just play there. The owners own the stadium. That's what I try to tell people. It's a business. That's what it's about. It's a business at the end of the day. The only thing the NFL messed up doing is, like I said earlier in my video, I said the only thing they messed up is not collectively bargaining with the Players Association. It's the only part they messed up. But they can come up with any rule they want. It's a private business. It's a private company. Come up with any rule that they want. That's the only part they messed up is not coming to the negotiating table with the Players Association. I'm just waiting for the next collective bargaining agreement, I think, which expires, I think, in 2021. They're going to bring this issue to the table, and I want to see what happens now. It's just crazy. But like I said, when football starts, I don't care about none of this. I'm going to watch all the games. I'm going to talk about it on Facebook like I always do. I'm going to talk about it with my friends. That's why I love football. So I just want the Giants to win the Super Bowl, like I said. But that's just me thinking with my heart over my head. But it'll be nice to see the Giants win the Super Bowl, though. That'd be great. I would like to see them play the Jets in the Super Bowl, but that's never going to happen in my lifetime. The Giants-Jets Super Bowl? Whew, never going to happen, though. But the Jets should be a little bit better. But the Giants should be definitely better because they have a lot of players on their team. And if they struggle, I'm blaming Eli. There's no excuses. A lot of weapons on that team. And improve their offensive line. No excuses. Only weakness on the Giants is probably they don't have a legit pass rusher. But in that, the rest of the team is good. The secondary should play better than they did last year. I don't think the secondary was bad. I just think that they quit on McAdoo because they just want to get rid of him and get him fired. Like Janoris Jenkins and them weren't playing hard. They're better than that. Janoris Jenkins is better than that. You don't see the Janoris Jenkins play like the Janoris Jenkins played 2 years ago when he was locking down Des Bryant on national TV, and Landon Collins who made All Pro. You don't see those Giants. They were just quitting on McAdoo. They didn't care about McAdoo. They wanted him to get fired. They didn't care about him. I watched them do it. Especially against the 49ers last year. They just flat out quit. The 49ers were like 0-9 and they was having their way against the Giants. The Giants didn't care about that game. So, but they better care week one because they're playing the Jaguars, who had the best defense in the NFL last year. So they better care. Everybody better care. I'm not a believer in the Jaguars. I think they made the playoffs because everybody on the Texans got hurt. Like I said in my Facebook Live video a couple of minutes ago. They made the playoffs because everybody on the Texans got hurt. I don't believe in Blake Bortles. They don't have Allen Hurns. They don't have Allen Robinson no more. It is what it is. Leonard Fournette's kind of injury prone. I don't trust the Jaguars. They have elite defense though. They do. But the Giants are having a handful. I want to see week one. Odell talk trash with Jalen Ramsey. That's going to be fun. And that's what football and sports is about. Entertainment and fun. They're going to talk trash the whole game. And it's going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to watch it. And I am going to watch it. Of course I'm going to watch it. So, I'm gonna see. It's fun to watch. That's what it is. Sports is entertainment. It doesn't mean nothing. You can say this team sucks. I can say this team sucks. I could get on this play and nobody going to get mad because it's not real life. It's just sports talk. It's not real life. And I think people forget that. It's not real life. The police brutality issue and stuff like that, when they players fighting for, that's real life. But they're just doing it in the wrong time. They're doing it at the workplace. That's the thing. It's just they're doing it at a private company. That's just a bad way to do it because you're in a private business where your rights is not protected. That's the thing that people don't understand is that they're in a private business when your rights are not protected. That's the only thing. That's the only reason why the owners could do that, because it's a private business. It's like private schools have different rules than public schools. Like if you're in a public school, you don't have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Who cares? You don't have to do it. You don't have to stare at the flag. You don't have to have your hand over your chest. I mean, they probably tell you that when you're a little kid. Once you're in junior high school, no one stands for the Pledge of Allegiance. You can read a book if you want. But private schools probably different. I never went to a private school, so I don't know. But I know private is different than public. If they have a rule that you have to stand, yeah, you do because it's not protected by the government. If they have the rule, though, you can just make it up on the fly. That's what NFL is. It's a private company. I don't know how easy I can make it sound. I try to make it sound as easy as I can. But like I said, sports is a way to bring people together. And that's what it is. And I want people to watch the NFL. If you're a football fan, you really like football, I want you to watch it because I ain't going to have nobody to talk to with. I'm not going to have nobody to talk about it with. That's what I'm saying. It's entertainment. I don't know if I'm going to go to a game this year. I really don't like going to football games in person. It's not the same experience that it is on TV. I think the only sport that's good to go watch in person, basketball and baseball is good to go watch in person. That's just a baseball game. Going to watch a baseball game is better to go watch it in person than it is on TV. To me, at least. Watching a football game, I went to a couple of football games. It's not the same watching it in person. It's not the same. Especially if you don't understand football and you go there watch it in person, the first down, I already knew this already, the first down line doesn't exist. It's not real. But if I bring somebody with me that doesn't watch football, doesn't understand it, and it's like, where's that yellow line that's on TV? It doesn't exist. It's not real. The first down marker is those little orange sticks that you see people carry on the sideline. That's the first down marker you see. It's not real, and that's where you see the yellow line. The yellow line is not real. Same thing for the line of scrimmage. The blue line you see on TV is also that little orange stick that they carry. It's not real. So you're not going to see it in the stadium. But if I bring somebody that doesn't understand football, they're going to think that. So if you don't have a good seat, you can't see nothing. You don't know what's going on. It's better to watch it on TV. Football is a TV experience. I mean, I'll probably go, but I prefer it on TV. A baseball game, I'll go watch it in person. I want to go catch a foul ball or a home run. It's better to watch in person than it is on TV. Baseball is. Basketball, I don't care. I can watch basketball on TV or in person. But I don't know. If my brother gives tickets for me to go, I might go. But that's what happened last year. I think it was a Christmas present, and the Jets were playing the Chargers, and that's the reason why I went to the game. He gave me 2 tickets. I could take anybody I want. I took my friend, and we went to the game. It was freezing because that area where the Jets and Giants play MetLife Stadium in Jersey is freezing as hell over there for whatever reason. Maybe because by the water, it's so cold. You got to make sure you have like 2 jackets. And it's freezing, but I had a good time. You know, the Jets are pathetic. They lost. I had a good time. It was a fun game. Everybody had a good time. White people talking with black people. It was just sports conversation. It was in the crowd. Everybody was talking about who's better, Jets, Giants. It was fun. That's what sports is. It's supposed to be fun. Everybody's supposed to come together. That's why I like it. That's how you make friends. So, we'll see what happens in this Anthem issue, but that's what I want to say. I want to get that off my chest, and maybe I probably try to explain it better to people. People could finally fully understand. But if they don't understand it, I just don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. But I try to explain the best way I possibly could. So yeah, so that's it for tonight. That was the 2 topics I want to talk about. The Anthem, definitely had to get that off my chest. And Melo getting traded to the Hawks, which he's not going to stay. He's not going to play 1 second for the Hawks. He's going to play for the Rockets. The Rockets are going to sign him. He's going to get bought up by the Hawks, end up signing with the Rockets. That's what's going to happen. All right, so it's 10:52 Eastern Time, 7:52 Pacific. I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I've been talking for like almost over an hour about this, and I don't know when the next Facebook Live video is gonna happen, but if it does, everybody's always welcome to watch. And everybody have a good and safe night. Peace.